Ryan Steinekert at Rich High School with one of the track and field coaches, Justin Groll. Thanks for your time today, Coach.
Thanks for having me.
You guys were down at Richfield, the Niall Norris Invitational last weekend. How did things go for the Rebels?
Not as good as we could have done. It was kind of really cold and windy. Performances were down a little bit, but at least they got to get on, and try and give them a good shot.
A lot of the competition was the 3A and 2A schools. There are also a fair number of 1A teams there, and against 1A opponents, both your boys and girls finished real well as teams.
Yeah, we saw some Southern teams there that we wanted to see how we'd stack up against them, and we did okay. It was a big meet, probably the biggest meet we've been to all year compared, with team wise. So we did okay in it. We had a few that qualified in that, but for the most part, we were kind of still down a little bit this week than we were last, just because of the cold and the blowing.
Looking forward this week to maybe being down in Provo. Forecast says maybe the mid-70s. That might be nice.
It will be nice to go to a meet and actually can take your jacket off and your coat and go. I think kids are looking forward to that. We're excited, we're excited to get on there, that same track as state, and so they get a chance to get on and see what it's all about and see how to prepare for state.
I think the last time I talked to you, you said the big focus for the team, and this was early on in the season, but was to get in shape, get everybody in that track and field shape where they need to be to compete in their events. How's that going? You know
what? They're getting, for the most part, we are right there. It's towards the end, and we're doing well. We're gearing up, and we've got 2 weeks left before state. So right now, everything is just kind of tapering and we're just trying to keep everything the way it should be. So it's going well.
You have a good, or at least somewhat of a ballpark picture of where you're at on a state level and where you guys think you fit in?
Well, as of right now, we'll be in probably the top 3. There'll be some really good teams like Panguitch has got some really pretty good team. They're down a little bit. Usually Parowan has a very strong track team. So overall, if we can get a few more qualified in the next couple of weeks, probably region, we should be doing pretty well. Region is next week, and the ones that didn't get to BYU are coming out. They'll work hard this week and try to get a chance for next week. So it'll be good.
As the weather warms up and gets a little nicer, knock on wood, hope that continues to happen, do you see the kids a little more motivated to get those workouts done because they can be outside and enjoy the weather, or is it a distraction?
It can be either. It depends on how the day has been. Some days they just have had enough, and so you have to push them a little bit harder other days. But for the majority, they're knowing, this is our last chance, so they're trying to put forth the extra effort to try to get to where they need to be so they can make it to state.
Coach Groll, anything else you want to touch on?
I think that's about it. We're just looking forward to the next couple of weeks and getting everybody in the positions where we need to get them to take them to state and see how we can compare and compete up against others at state.
Justin Groll of the Rich Rebel Track and Field Team, thanks for your time and best of luck this week at BYU.
Thank you.